back on ground.
Yeah, no.
Come back, baby. Easy, easy. Oh, we have time. Slowly. I'm too close to Krista. I'm getting scared. Too close to the master's feet. The biggest offense always. Showing dirty feet.
Some days I make. Why?
Yeah, because you are.
Asshole, I know, but just out of this.
When you're out of the.
Go more deep inside of the asshole. Why?
Go more deep inside of the asshole. No, you really ask too much.
Oh, come on. Talk about. What I like.
What?
When I make these sounds, so nice.
No, you become like a mother.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now you go very deep.
Yeah, normally mothers do that. Oh, my son. I was beating him up for nothing. I fed him so well, and look what comes out of him.
This is different.
Yeah, but you sound like that.
That is same.
Ask anybody. Ask.
Eyes.
Mother Paolo.
Yeah.
Mother. Sao Paulo.
Cow Paulo?
Sao Paulo.
I thought cow.
The biggest city of Brazil. I think already 22 million or something.
Cow?
Sao Paulo.
São Paulo. Oh yeah, São Paulo. It's very crazy.
Not São Paulo. São Paulo. São Paulo.
São Paulo.
Polo. St. Pauli.
French.
Paulo, watch out, they make you a red light district. It's in Hamburg.
Where?
St. Pauli.
Yeah.
Reeperbahn. Bahn. It's a Reeperbahn. The Reeperbahn. Yeah. Huh?
I was nice.
Going to the Reeperbahn.
My friend is top.
Rapper. All the rappers from Germany. So, 1 minute. Enjoying the coffee.
There are also white light districts,
White light.
like the theater white light district.
Or like in the around the White House or what?
No, everyone is interested on the fire on the mountain or the light.
But not white light.
Black light.
That's more mountain light. Blue light. Okay, now it's 10 o'clock and time for Martin. TikTok. It's amazing, eh? Everyone says there's no time and everyone looks at that watch. 10 o'clock, still no time.
So what am I doing? Is it the effort of pretending?
So what?
What am I doing then?
Then
Am I making an effort of pretending I'm not what I am?
you just try to keep your appointments. Look, they're all coming for appointments, but they are not Germans. So Martin, we are both are Germans. Nearly. You are nearly German and I'm really German. You see? The dacha manjanas. The Australian are manjana manjana. The behind of the behind. Behind time. The Dutch are behind time. They are guilty for time.
Yeah.
That I would like. Behind time. So. Oh, hairdresser. Looks good.
Because before was not nice, but
It's always, the compliments are always two sides on compliments. It always means before you looked very bad, or now you look okay, but before, okay. Really, compliments are anyway lies, so it's meant to be lies. Compliments, someone wants something all the time. So last 5 days. Countdown. We have now 5. No, 5, including today. Friday is the last day. Today's
Countdown to ecstasy.
to what?
Countdown to ecstasy.
Ecstasy. Okay. Ecstasy. Count to the she is leaving tonight or tomorrow. It's afraid that she has to go back to Tucson where they all shoot. She's afraid going into the plane because the gunman's waiting for her.
Preparing. She's in the firing line.
Yeah, she wants to die today, that she doesn't have to die tomorrow. She wants to be executed. Because if you look cute, they don't shoot you. Executed.
No more.
Yeah? Shoot no more.
No more.
Okay. So now coming, the last one comes, and slowly we can start. Yeah, that would never happen in other cases. So Martin, we can start again. So what did we say?
So in trying to be where I am, I'm actually avoiding what I am. Would that be right?
You cannot avoid what you are. How can you avoid by trying not to be what you are? Avoid yourself. Martin.
Maybe I'm trying too hard.
Avoidance is futile, but how can you hide for yourself? That one is hiding, knows where it's hiding, or not. So how can you escape? You do as if, hide and seek.
I see.
Yeah, you hide and seek. But you already said what was hiding itself, and now it's seeking itself, but already knowing where it's hiding. Huh?
No, you're right. I
So
know
it's-
there's a feeling of doubt and a feeling of,
Yeah, you do as if you doubt.
I know it's a,
Oh, you do as if you doubt. Martin, of course. You know. You have to know what you doubt.
do I have to know about it?
You have to know what you doubt. Otherwise you could not doubt it. Or not. You have to know what you don't know. So you do as if you don't know. So what? You do as if you have a problem, huh? Ah. So what now?
What else keeps me here?
You are here?
That keeps me
You here?
the problem.
You are here?
My problem.
Martin, are you here? Are you really here? Imagine you would be really here. There would be no Martin anymore.
Seems that.
You imagine not to be here. That makes Martin.
Now I'm falling apart at the seams.
You are falling apart of what?
At the seams.
At the seams?
Seams.
What seams?
Seems that way.
It seems that way.
So it's pretense all the way.
Yeah, you pretend all the time. You are the biggest pretender. You are the grandson of Elvis Presley, you know that. Return to sender. Address unknown. That's Martin. Martin is not at home. Address unknown. That's what Martin is. Huh? Return to sender. So you are the absolute sender, but you have no address. Huh? Now you want to go home, but the sender has no address. Huh? My goodness, now you're in trouble. Now you're like a silent post. Do you know where's my home? Do you know how I am? It's like a lost child, huh? Hansel and Gretel. You're looking for a Gretel now. So Martin, what else?
What am I then? Misidentification.
You?
Yeah.
No one knows what you are, including yourself.
I mean this one.
What's that? What one? That piece of, shall I say it again? Do I have to say it again and again?
I don't want to be special. I only want the piece of shit.
Yeah, piece of shit.
Yeah.
You want to be piece of shit.
Who's going to hassle me in the shit house?
This fruit body, my goodness. Huh? What is this energetic vibration of what you call your body? Sometimes always changing, huh? So what about it? You really think that's your empty vessel, vehicle, huh? That's Martin, who looks at you every morning with his big eyes. You say, is that really me?
Horror story in the morning.
The horror story of Martin. A corpse looking at a corpse. So it's a tombstone story, yeah? A tombstone.
Yet when it's feeding time, it's more bearable.
Feeding.
Yeah.
So your attention goes to little parts of Martin.
When it should be starving time. Or it could be.
It's always when shit gets happy. No? Always the mind gets feeded by entertainment, the mind gets a bit whatever, content, satisfied. But it always needs more shit. Now everything is crashed. Your glasses, your whole future is gone. You cannot see anything anymore. Look, now it even drops everything out. That's a latecomers. Yeah.
That's good.
Because she trusted you to save the seat. So then later it's your fault because you saved my seat. Yeah. The fault goes out. Followers of fault.
Don't talk because I'm going to lose everything in a minute time here.
You are here for losing everything or not? You are the loser already. You will be lost. Don't worry.
You want to do it as quietly as possible.
Yeah.
As noisy as possible.
And then you become Mr. Bean.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I feel like at the moment.
Yeah. Mr. Bean.
There is nobody here.
Where? Where is nobody?
I have a friend, he was
Sounds always good.
20 years of body shrink in Thailand and coming back to Sweden tried to adjust himself. And then he didn't want to only collect with me a little bit. But then he had 50th birthday. So his mother and two brothers thought that we had to try to get a little bit family contact with. So they went there and knocked at the door. And he opened and he said, there is nobody at home, he said, and closed the door. And then he had 3 big signs on his door. And everywhere in the house, people were very angry with him because it said the door is always open. But actually he had put an extra lock on his door.
Because there was no one at home.
Because he had bought some expensive computer equipment. Huh?
Yeah, for sure. No, there's an enlightenment joke. You know it's an enlightenment joke. 2 enlightened friends. One want to go to his house and want to visit him. And he's knocking on the door. and is knocking and knocking and no answer. And he says he is always at home. This guy never goes out. Bam, bam, bam. And after 1 hour knocking, one comes down the stairs, opens the door. What are you making this noise? You know there's no one at home. And then the other one, the next one, thanks God I didn't come. That comes the next time. Well, one, there's no one at home, but still, thanks God, no one came. That's already, if you're, that's shortest, one of the shortest jokes. 2 enlightened friends. That's already too much. So, anyone not at home? Martin, still not at home.
I'm still confirming my non-existence.
You're confirming that you are not here.
My non-existence.
But for that you have to be here.
I'm pretending.
But for that you have to be here.
I have to be here.
That you pretend not to be here. Oh yeah. That, as I said, you have to know what you don't know that you can say I don't know. So you are the biggest pretender anyway. But you are not alone. Martin, you are not alone.
And why the effort? Why all the effort in this ridiculous...
Because because if there really would be Martin, it would be really hell. So Martin means hell. Where there's Martin, there's hell. And when there's hell, there's Martin. And who wants to be in hell? Martin. But Martin will stay in hell because Martin doesn't want to be in hell. So, now all the coffins waiting. The coffins for the corpse. Coffin, coffin, coffin. A corpse is coffin. Corpse is moving in a coffin.
I want to stay in hell because I don't want to stay in hell.
No, you will stay in hell because you don't want to be in hell. That's called Martin. Martin is just a name for someone who wants to avoid hell. That's Martin. Martin the avoider of hell. That makes him the devil, huh? Because by Martin trying to avoid hell, he keeps the hell alive. That's called a phantom Martin.
Even if it's only a label.
What label? It does a label or not label is, it's too late. So you want to be saved by the bell? Labeled?
Yeah, I want to know.
You need a Bible? Bibled? It's Bibled. It's not labeled, it's Bibled. It's all by the bell, by the Bible. Everything is written in the Bible. First there was Word, and the Word was God, and it was good. Imagine. And then the whole thing starts, huh? Whole Genesis. But first there's this bloody word, God. And then the Genesis starts. The Creator starts building this whole whatever. But in German it's called Genesis, but you have to pronounce it right. Genesis. Genesis. Yeah, so the Germans have some little advantage here.
Like a genetic something.
No, Genesis means enjoy it. Genesis, enjoy it. Then the enjoyment started. Joy, enjoying itself. So that's the Genesis. It's not Genesis, it's genieß it, enjoy it. Joy, enjoying joy. Because out of joy, only joy can come. Joy, enjoying joy. Life is living life. That's the Genesis. So in German, genieß es.
So that would be true.
Yeah, that's the way, that's all there is. It's not would be good, this is as it is. It not would be good. You don't have to knock on wood for that. It is already genieß it. It's a holy wood way. It's a holy movie wood way.
The would-be is the pretense tendency.
What?
The would-be is the pretense tendency.
Yeah, but the pretending is part of show business. That's Elvis Presley. You are a pretender. That's part of enjoying what you are. Pretending that you are, poor me. And knowing, bloody poor me. It's always this schizophrenic. One is enjoying it and one is enjoyed. And the little me is always enjoyed by that what is enjoying it, and no one cares. Your misery is as enjoyed as your little joy. Or your little, poor me. There's always a look, today is very, very best. Oh. So that's why it's out of joy, only joy can come. Out of that what is real, only realization is there. It's real lies. You enjoy the lies. Realization. So it's saying I'm not here and I want, there's no one at home and all that bullshit is part of enjoyment. It's nothing special. Just another whatever phrase in your so-called role you play. You have this whatever role and you play the role, no one at home. There is nobody. And you repeat it infinitely because otherwise you don't believe in it. You have to talk to everyone like that. There is nobody. You say you have to pronounce it everywhere. To all your friends, I'm not here. I have no friends. I don't know you. Because I don't know even myself. How can I know you? No one here. I'm free.
Yeah, but to say that, I would have to be not free, would I? Is that right?
No, you're still, what you are never needed any freedom. You just play that game of freedom. But what's the problem? You do as if. You do as if you need freedom from. And then you create even something you want to be free from. But so what? Now I can make, so what? That's the way you realize yourself. That's the whole play. Shit happens.
The way it goes.
Yeah, that's your stage. And now you play all the roles. You play all the whatever you can play. The hero, the little one, the soldier, Mother Courage, and all the little pitiful me's. You even play Paolo, imagine.
Karl. Don't forget Carlito.
Oh.
I saw
I
something.
tell you, there you found a lot.
Oh.
I saw something some time back where it says some Yanis seem to be suffering, some give the impression that they're suffering but they're Yanis. Some Yanis seem to be very free and give that whatever, right?
Who taught you that?
I don't know.
I want to know.
Yeah, but I want to know who was saying that bullshit.
Didn't have a name on the book, I just read it something. I don't know.
But there was no book, there was just a flyer somewhere.
I'm sorry to say, it was one of these Ramana scholars.
Ramana's,
In a Ramana book, small.
in one of Ramana's books. Okay.
Maybe I read it.
No, what is meant, like for sure, it was meant the knowledge you are can show itself in what, when there is no discriminator anyway, then showing pity or being suffering, it's as good as not suffering, or whatever, pain or not pain or anything. For that, what is a Jnani who doesn't know any Jnani? If there's a Jnani who knows the Jnani, again, that's one Jnani too many. But when you're Jnana, without any idea of Jnani, then there is whatever. The next sip of coffee, the next experience of pain, the next of whatever psychological drama. Who cares? That's the absolute who cares. Then you just, the role goes on of this whatever. Role has to be played. Like the fan has energy, it will be turned as much as turned until it stops and then comes the next one.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah.
That's what is meant by it. But if you say, like, if you repeat it, like, there is a Jnani who is, and then there's another Jnani, then it's not the way.
In that moment, the
Yeah, whatever. Then you're saying there is really a Jnani, and then you make it, some different Jnanis are expressing themselves differently. No, that's not the way. There's Jnana who is expressing himself as a Jnani who is not caring about how it's expressing. But first there's Jnana, and the Jnana is all. That is Brahman, knowledge, but not that. You have an agreement?
I agree.
You have an understanding? Do we have an understanding? It's always I like it. If one asks you, do we have an understanding? Do what?
That's a trick.
No, it's like from a teacher. Next time you behave. Do we have an understanding? Trick. So you can continue doing as if you were Martin. And you meet your mother who is doing as if she would be your mother. Or whatever. There comes a girlfriend who is doing as if she would be your girlfriend. And then you play that game of so-called relationship. There's no problem in it. But all of that, even to that, is a nice concept and sounds good. Doing as if. Because you have to remember it. You have to. Am I now in the? Am I do as if, or is it really like that for me now? Do I really take it seriously, or it's like if? It's heavy, yeah.
And that would never fit in any other.
No, it fits when you remember, when you understand it's all a game. It's you do as if. Then it's like a nice impersonal game. But the moment you forget it, you're back in your so-called drama of, oh, poor me. So does it work? Even the understanding that everyone is doing as if, and there's only consciousness playing, and all there is consciousness, does it help? For a moment, yes. Temporarily, you can. It's like a drug. The drug of understanding, then for a momentary, whatever time frame, you are out of suffering, or out of whatever, and then you're, for sure, what you have by understanding will be gone again.
And what happens again? What happens? I'm trying to give it life, the soul.
No, you have to keep it, you have to maintain it, you have to polish that, whatever, understanding. That is what Papaji, all of they say, you have to polish that understanding that then the seeking dropped, so the seeker is just with, you called off the search by understanding, and now I gave you the pearl, and now you have to polish it. Now you have to stay in that understanding, abide in it. But every moment you try to abide in it, you're out of it. So Ramana says you have to abide in that what you are, who never has to abide in anything, because it doesn't even know anyone who has to abide in anything. So that's a different story then. But if you take it personal, you try to abide in a personal understanding who gives you an impersonal experience. And that you have to lose again. That's why they all came back after 1, 2, 3, 9 months, 1 year, coming back, oh, I lost it again, Papaji, poor me. Oh. So they took it personal. That's why the next book in end of March called If You Wake Up, Don't Take It Personal. Instead of Heartbreaking Grace. I made it. I convinced my publisher. I like it. If you wake up, don't take it personal. But how can you not take it personal? Again, even trying not to take it personal, you take it personal. For that what you imagine to be, this phantom will always, it cannot help it. Even trying not to take it personal, it's personal. So I ask you even take it absolute personal, because in the absolute person there is no personality. Because there is no attribute of that person. There is no, you cannot define that person. Being the absolute person is being what you are. The absolute. And the absolute has no whatever, there is no whatever character of the absolute. It's not like you can find your character, where you come from, what your genetic design are or something. Because then it's you as a total whatever, absolute, total tralala. Then you have all the aspects, but who cares if you have all the character tralalas of whatever can be there. Huh?
So what is this to try and give it shape and form and identity?
Try to give
like
it what?
I'm reading the book or whatever, you know, I'm trying to enjoy it for me or something.
You want to control it, for sure.
Keep enjoying it.
Yeah, your fear.
Yeah.
It's out of fear you want to control it. And fear creates a me who wants to control and wants to do it or whatever. You control the snake before the snake bites you. Because you see whatever that you can be poisoned by a snake who can bite you like the world, and something can happen to you. So you fear that what can happen to you, and then you create all that you're trying to control.
And is
That will never stop.
Is that the disease in wanting to keep that going?
And it's not a disease, it's just a fear. Fear of two. When there's two, there's fear. Even when there's one, there's fear. One is already one too many. When there's one, by fear, it creates a second. Fear. But even all is that is a part of enjoyment. This paradox you cannot get. There's an experience of misery and fear and all of that, and then you cannot understand, how can that be joy? That is it's impossible to see that, or to see that all of that is peace or joy or knowledge. All that ignorance and all that whatever, fear and all misery, because whatever you experience is misery, and as you experience it. From the moment you're an experiencer, you experience yourself in a misery, because there's a me experiencing itself as different from something else. So there's a misery, there's separation, there's hell. So how can that be joy, you ask yourself? How can that be joy? Yeah.
That's what you call the dilemma.
The dilemma is that you want to know joy, and you want to experience joy, and so even by that you make yourself different from joy. You try to control joy, and that makes it separate and object of enjoyment. But any object of enjoyment is misery. Every subject-object relationship where is a me and experiencing whatever as an object, and taking joy even as an object of experience which can be owned, is misery. Ownership is always misery. How often do I have to repeat that? How often? It's never enough. Huh? So what to do?
So that's what you mean by creating other?
No, that's why I mean when God becomes a dog. He has a dogma that he has to know himself. Even he creates a ma in front of him that he can know himself. A dog, a ma, and then all the possible ways of knowing it himself. Because he is a dog. And the dog already is missing that what is God. So it's a dog of hell. Hell dog. And then whatever he's doing, trying to control his property, his beloved. So it's too late. When you know yourself, it's too late. Any moment you know yourself as whatever is too late. From there on, there's misery. And you can only experience yourself in misery. But still is joy. That you cannot get. So you cannot get that what you are, which is joy, and whatever is what it is joy. Enjoying itself by being what is. But not by a special enjoyment. By what you call enjoyment, what you would call enjoyment. An uninterrupted pleasure, or an uninterrupted comfort. What you call comfort. Your ideas of comfort never work. Yeah.
And when they don't work, there's an idea of suffering and pain.
No, if they don't work, you miss comfort. And then the misery again. So any idea of freedom you miss from that, your misery comes by idea of truth, self, God, freedom, all that gives you misery. It makes you a slave of some whatever higher goal to reach. But it's anyway too late. You know yourself, too late. Even the poorest notion, as awareness you know yourself, is too late.
Is this because we're seeing that comfort is something which comes and goes?
Yeah, come and thought. Come, thought.
So then it is.
You make it a thought, you want to keep it. You make it a thought, like a castle, you want to keep that. Come, coming, come thought, because then you control it, because then it cannot someone can take it away from you or whatever. You are in the comfort of control. Controlling something what you call your pleasure or your dearest, your beloved. Your beloved, if you control your beloved, you feel comfort. And if you cannot control it, then you feel misery. Poor me. I cannot control it. Poor me. So if your beloved is behaving as you like it, you feel comfortable. And if you don't, fuck you. I kill it all. I don't want to be here anymore. No one here. Then you try to find a way out, because my beloved is not doing what I like. Yeah. So if the world is behaving you feel comfortable. If not, you hate it. So there's loving and hating. In loving, you're in a comfort of the world who behaves as it should be, as you like it. And if it's not behaving as you like it, then you feel pissed. Then you want to kill everything. Then you want to meditate everything away. Don't want to be here anymore. Huh? So, comfort means harmony. Me and my beloved is in harmony, and disharmony means my beloved is not doing as I like it. Goes astray or fucking around with someone else. Doesn't give me the money I want. All of that. Tja, Martin, how is your beloved these days?
Where?
What where?
How?
What how?
Beloved.
What beloved? Me? Yeah, this beloved body who wakes up in the morning. Yeah, that's your beloved, the first beloved. Love at first sight. And then you ask yourself, how is my beloved today? And if you have back pain or if something is not right, then you hate it. Why do I have this bloody body? Already you want to get rid of it, because it's not doing as you like it. If it's just not bothering and you feel well and you have nice dreams, you like it, you love it even. And if you have a nice whatever girlfriend who is, you're satisfied last night and she said, oh, you are the best fucker on earth, you like it even more, this body, because it gave you that experience of you are the best.
You're lucky.
Well, you're not lucky, you're just, the tool was working as you liked it. Then you wake up like this, wow, life is great. What do you complain? I don't know what you're complaining about. Life is great.
Popper.
Yeah, the popper pops up. And if the popper got all this whatever attention, then the popper feels good to pop up. And if it's not the case and your girlfriend, you just found out on a SMS that she is fucking with someone else, and you wake up and your back hurts and you have headache and whatever, you look in the mirror and you see, oh, one more wrinkle there, one more thing there, and blah, blah, blah. Think, fuck it all. Now I go meditating and meditate myself away. now I become spiritual.
Can I ask you, what was
No, that's the way why people get spiritual.
I know. This must be enlightenment.
Huh? No, Maolo. 20 years ago he was so pissed by his lover, he went to Tiro, and then since then I don't go back to my beloved, whatever. I stay in the cave and watch the dead sadhus knocking on the roof. Yes, very profound, this whole story. You're just pissed by yourself and your surrounding, and then you become spiritual. Because this is like, you fuck it all, I don't like it anymore. No, now I go to an ashram and meditate, and I want to know myself. I look for a different lover. Because this whatever world is not satisfying me anymore, is not doing as what I want and as I like it, so fuck it all. Now I meditate. Ha! Then you tell your mother, now I go meditation, I don't like you anymore. I meditate you away. I close my eyes and then you are gone. Ha! Now you're gone. It's like a little child who is pissed and doesn't want to go to school anymore because the teacher is not good to him. Yeah, Martin. So what is your beloved these days?
Even without Martin, it's happening.
Martin always happens.
I can very much do
It's like a martyrium. That's why Martin fits so well. The martyrium. On a martyr thing.
There's a good
Huh?
reason. There can be a good reason for anything.
Good reason?
Like if the popper up isn't working, or then
It's not a good reason. It's just you don't need any good reason. You just take any reason.
There's any reason we should.
Yeah. Just what is feeding your tendency, which is there anyway. You just look for reasons.
And after a little bit,
The reasons don't make you the tendency. The tendency is already there that you maybe look toward inward, and then you find the reason outside, because something is always wrong, you know that. You find reason to turn around. So you don't turn around because of the reasons, you turn around because turning around already happens, and then the reason for that happen. It's not in your hand, it's not you're pissed. You're pissed because that will happen anyway. Or it will happen because, and then that you get pissed because it will happen. So it's not your A, B, C, D, tralala, and you're doing it, and no. Yeah, Australia.
No, it doesn't matter now. I think it's
What doesn't matter?
it's
Now I want to know what doesn't matter. Now we need, everyone wants to know now.
well,
Where did it fit?
no, it's not.
No,
Most important, you must say.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna lie down.
now you make everyone curious.
I was reading
Oh,
in Mr. Gaddar's book. He talked about, he said either suffering or the guru. Those two.
yeah. You are the guru, then there's no suffering, and when you are not the guru, you are suffering.
Yeah. But he talked about the two ways that will help sort of turning around is suffering or the guru. He said the guru is much faster.
The guru, yeah, the love for the guru, the love for yourself, but it doesn't mean any special guru. It means the guru, which is what you are.
Yeah.
So the love for what you are is making everything pale anyway. And turning around to what you are, this is already gone.
So maybe then the pain of like the world and
You
suffering.
don't need pain for that. Then you don't need a reason.
Well, that's why I said you answered my question. So why am I talking?
No, you asked something, and you mentioned Nirgata saying something, we talk about it.
But you answered it before I even asked.
Ah. Shit. I'm too fast.
Because what you're saying is that the turnaround happened before
Yeah,
the
actually, absolutely.
yeah.
Because the love for yourself turns away from your relative relationship to that what is not relative. So that's already turning away, and then you find a reason for it. Just because you need always a reason. Like your story needs a reason that you can do something. But you're turning away, and then the reason happened by themselves, because everything becomes pale, no sense anymore, because you already turned away from it. So it becomes like a hating, all of that, because you turned away. And so it's bothering more and more, this body, this relationship, your fathers, your genetic tralala and character. So, but still there, but so it's getting really bad. Okay, so any other question I already answered?
I'll just you mentioned about abidance before.
The what?
Abidance.
Abidance.
Yeah, and I still was spaced out a bit. What did you say?
Abidance is being what you cannot not be. Abide in that what never needs to abide in anything. So what can never experience itself. And what can abide in something, it's relative abidance, which never leads to that abidance, to that what never needs to abide in anything. So it's a paradox. Being what you cannot not be is just staying as that what never knows itself or doesn't know itself.
The other abidance seems to be the same thing as that, focusing attention back on.
The other abidance is like you abide in understanding. And understanding is you abide in a misunderstanding. Because that abidance is a relative abidance into something what is more comfortable. But abidance, self-abidance, is abiding in that one never needs to abide in anything. Never needs to bite. Never needs any bite. It's always fulfilled, always satisfied. Never needs any satisfaction. So that what is sat. So abiding into that what is sat. It's your nature. It's more than effortlessness. It's just what you are. Never needs anything. Never needs any inquiry, never needs any whatever. Nothing has to come for it, nothing has to go. Just being what you are. That's your natural state. And your natural state never needs any effort or no effort to be that. That's called self-abidance. But any other abidance is again wanting something from that, trying to get an advantage from that. But that absolute advantage in that, to abide in that, what never needs an advantage or doesn't even know advantage and disadvantage. That's abiding in what you are. So it doesn't make you better or anything, it's just, it is. Or not. It doesn't even have to be to be. Oh. So, Martin, back to the...
Good or bad? Good.
It's always bad. I like when it's always bad. Absolutely bad. Cannot get good. It's always bad. The next bad experience. Bad, bad, bad.
But what's not bad?
What?
What's not bad?
There's nothing what is not bad. Whatever you can experience is bad. The experience is bad, experiencing is bad, whatever you can experience is bad. Call it bad or empty, call it negative, native, call it whatever. The goodness can never be experienced by itself. So knowledge can never be known by knowledge. Whatever can be known is ignorance. So it's an ignorant knower, an ignorant knowing, and ignorant what can be known. Ignorance. Shit. Shit. Impossible to know. But impossible not to be. You cannot not be that what is hit. But hit does know hit. And when hit knows hit, it becomes shit. Because then there's two hits, and that's shit happens. And only shit happens.
And that's trouble.
It's no trouble. Where's the trouble? Show me some trouble.
Trying to make it good.
Yeah, but there's no trouble. So enjoying, trying, it's like hide and seek. You hide yourself and you know where you are, and you do as if you seek.
That's the as if.
Yeah, that comes here as if. It's hide and seek. You play with yourself. Being what you are, abiding in what you are, is being the absolute player, playing with himself, even in that relative experience. Because you are the nature of the seer, the seeing what can be seen. You are the lover, the loving, and the beloved. And by being that, you are in absolute control. And you don't need any control, any relative way. Because as being what is what you are, which is the nature of the lover, and the nature of the loving, and the nature of the beloved, you are absolute control. But you're not in control. You are the control. You are that, what is that? So that's absolute control. And there is no fear in it. What is there to fear? That your beloved is doing something what you don't want? No, whatever the beloved is doing is what you want. But you cannot want what you want. So the beloved is very unpredictable, as you are. So you cannot predict yourself. But the moment you have a dick, you try to predict yourself. Then you're predictable. No, then you already popped up as a dick, and then you're predictable because the dick wants to penetrate. You know that. That's just an inner wisdom. It's not a potential. There's no potential. Don't make it. It's impotent. There's no potential. What you are is impotent. Your omnipotence means you're impotent. You cannot control what you are. So you're absolutely impotent. You will never know yourself, you will never control yourself, you will never be any of this relative, whatever you try to do. By all this penetration, by all that trying, you're absolutely impotent. But still in your nature, you're omnipotent. But the omnipotence doesn't know any potence and doesn't need any potence. It is whatever. Whatever moves by that. Whatever this whatever is moved by that. But it cannot control how the way it is acting.
But there's a strong tendency to forget that.
No, there is no tendency. That what has a tendency is already too late. Martin, you take it again as Martin, not as what you are. So that tendency, you ten and see. Pretend? What? You're biting in your own tail and think you suck into your own understanding and thinking the blood of what you suck is not your blood and it tastes very sweet and you think now I have to suck more. Yeah. sucking your own bloody blood and thinking that's it's very sweet because it's very, I need more blood, I need more bliss, because I'm sucking my own bliss. It's fantastic,
It's
eh?
helpless, huh?
No, it's stupid.
But trying to do it and get it work.
It's stupid. It's just stupid. And when you're stupid, you're absolute stupid. When you're knowledge, you're absolute knowledge, and when you're stupid, you're absolute stupid. You're always absolute. You cannot be half stupid. As absolute knowledge you're absolute stupid when you're not that. Just imagining, whatever you imagine, you become absolute stupid. Because the absolute always is absolute, not little stupid. A little bit stupid. No, you're absolute stupid.
Yeah, you're stupid, but your power is helpless.
There is no power. When you're stupid, you have no power. You're just a puppet.
Still doing something.
Yeah, but there's no doer.
No, that's why you're helpless.
No. When there is no one who is there, who is helpless. You want to make one who is not there helpless. Yeah. It's impossible not to take it stupidly personal. I know. Just be absolute.
Let's drink vodka absolute.
That's your technique. But we want to keep our
Some
hair.
other people
But we want to keep our hair.
Hair.
Yeah. You know, if you drink.
Hair, not hair. Only hair. Air is here.
Yeah, now you have air because
lost
there's
my
too much
hair, I have
vodka.
air.
Vodka. It's very Karl. Vodka. Very Karl. Empty.
Okay, you remember.
Yeah, pain. I always see
No,
pain.
this is Astana Pane.
Yeah, pain.
Pain is there.
Yeah, pane. Pain.
Pane.
Panopticum.
Pain.
Yeah, back. Where was I? Russia? No? Okay. Back to you? No. Back to Martin? No. Martin.
Absolute beginner.
You're always an absolute beginner, an absolute stupid, an absolute ignorant. But who? You're absolute anyway. And absolute means there is no second. So if you're absolute stupid, you are the champion. The absolute champion.
The absolute beginner never began. Would that be right?
No, the absolute beginner is in beginning he doesn't begin. So there's every moment is a new begin and a new end. The Big Bang is always now, like the internal Big Bang. Bang, 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 bang. The beginning and the end, every moment. There's beginning and end. But there is no beginning and then the end. The beginning is the end. The beginning, end, beginning, end, beginning, end. It's just vertical beginning, end, beginning, end. And horizontal infinite beginnings and ends. Because whatever begins already is, sooner or later it ends, so it's already ended. So the beginning of Martin is already ended. There was never any, so whatever has to start is already over.
Is that
So that doesn't matter how many years you put between that. It's just nothing. There's whatever starts is already over. In this moment or in whatever lifetime. Doesn't matter the amount of moments. So this idea begins, and the idea begins, it's already over. The idea of Martin happened, and that happening, it started and it's already over. So why bother about it?
And is that like an answer when you talk or when you answer something? It's
You know, I will. The next moment I destroy it again.
right.
So it's not an answer. It's just a creating something and then destroying again.
And then it's
Then there's no Zen. It's always Zen. It's always Zen. Zen and Zen. And sometimes a tendency of constructing or creating, and then the next tendency is always destroying it again. That is like, already in the beginning there is a finishing. Beginning and finishing, beginning, finishing. So there is no keeping in it. So every word is spoken, but the next word destroys it.
So it's not even in that moment. It's in no
There's
time.
nothing in that moment.
Like now you say that, it's in no time.
Saying that is in no time is still time. Doesn't matter. Call it whatever. Call it underwear. Call it time. Call it whatever. It's just the nature of Shiva is constructing and destroying. Constructing, destroying. Whatever you create, you destroy the next moment. The next. It's always like building and destroying. Building, destroying. Building, destroying. It's like the spider spinning an absolute net, and the next is withdrawing it again. So spinning and back, spinning and back. That just comes the next. You have to, that the next moment can be there. You have to destroy this moment. So always pump, 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 pump. So if you were to keep it, then it would be no possible that something else can. How can it work?
Usually it's kept and compared.
It's what?
Usually I keep it and compare it to something else.
Yeah, but even that is destroying it. That is breathing out and breathing in. Breathing out and breathing in of living and dying, moment by moment. And life is living itself by living and dying, living and dying, living and dying, living and dying. So that is the Zen, the next living and dying, living and dying. You breathe out and you breathe in. And by breathing out, the whole universe, and by breathing in, you take it totally away. It's just like the gap. By breathing in, there's a gap, and then breathing out is the next moment. Then breathe in, and then breathing out again. That's like the, whatever, Atma, the biggest breather. And it breathes. In and out. I can make good stories. But then, is there really breathing? Does there really something happen? Is there anything built by building, and can there anything being destroyed by which is not even built? Martin? So now comes pulling the carpet again, or the rug, under your feet. Because you were so immersed in the breathing out and breathing in, because the meditation technique is so fine, you become the absolute para Brahman and Atman, and you breathe. It's a meditation technique, very famous. Watch your breathing, watch your breathe out and breathe in, and be one with the universe. By breathing out you create, and by taking it back you just destroy it, and you and everyone, yes, me. And it's so easy to create that you feel so very well, oh yes, I am that one who is breathing out and breathing in. And and if I have a bad, if it stinks, maybe I keep it for myself. Then you want to control it. Then you have to brush your teeth again. Yeah, Martin, yeah? So it can make whatever, it can sound very nice and thing, and you're swallowing it like nectar as a blissful understanding. Oh yes, now I see how it works, and now it's so clear, I will never forget it again. And from now on I will just enjoy that what I am, because I'm breathing in and breathing out. And how soon do you forget that?
Everything is okay, I have no more desires, I have no more...
No, that's the desire of the universe. By the desire of creation I create, and by the desire of destruction I destroy. So you become the very absolute tralala. No, now you get back to little Martin again. Sooner or later he will do it anyway. Because little Martin is always waiting until the big Martin is finished again. And then comes little Martin. Here I am again. It's all fake. Yeah, Greek. Anything from the panopticon?
Just I will check now.
You will what?
Check if something is.
You check? I think your check is always bouncing. Your checks are always bouncing. You have nothing on your bank account anymore. Your checks are bouncing. You are Greek. You are bankrupt.
I forget I am Greek, that's why.
Yeah. Remember that you're Greek, and Greek cannot check anymore. They just have to be without check.
No checking.
No checking.
Check in, check
You
out.
cannot check in and you cannot check out. This is hotel. This is Hotel California.
California.
California. No check in, no check out. You can check in, but you can never check out. It's a song, no?
It's a song.
Yeah. California. Eagles.
Only Hotel California.
Yeah, Hotel California. Hotel California. Kali. It's Kali. If Kali is inviting you, you lose your head, you know that.
And forno is like in the oven.
Yeah, Forno.
My hand in the
Inferno.
oven.
Inferno. Hansel and Gretel again. Are you ready? It's okay. Yeah. Executed. How cute, huh? So, my dear. Anything? Okay. Something from Russia? Russia. Stuttgart. Just dreaming, I saw. Always when I look at, you always just look, oh, what a nice ceiling. Something is moving. Devi, something back from hell? Out of hell?
Yes. Yes, but now it's very good. I feel very quickly even nice things like prison.
Yeah.
And when I listen my nature, but it's like a prison, right?
Yeah, but that's why I'm always saying it's no way out. You are absolutely imprisoned by what you are. No way out. You're absolutely addicted to be that what is. No way out. And if you take it from a personal standpoint, it's really like, oh. But for what you are, no way out. But for Devi, oh. Never ending Devi. I don't like Devi. Devi forever? No. That's too much. Yeah, but Devi will be gone. It's already gone. Where's Devi? Huh? What did I say? That what is born is already dead. Yeah, so don't worry, Devi is already gone. So, any other one who is afraid that maybe Shabala forever? Yeah, but that would, do you think really like then Devi would be forever? This unbearable being French, being born, being whatever is forever? No, it's already gone. You will be franchised. French fries. You will be burned. The body will be burned and then it's really the French fries. Mistake. It was a mistake anyway. So the mistake really becomes a French steak. Maybe well done. Then afterwards you can say, I did it the Devi way. And now Devi is over. She's always exercising how will I look in my grave, in a coffin. I always have to look, always already holy face, and it's a daily exercise. The Christa corpse. In Corpus Christi. In Corpus Christi. In Corpus Christa. You too. It's a most famous position, crossing and making a... Yeah, Martin. We have to cross our legs. That's called relax. Because if you cross your legs, you cannot walk anymore. So. Paolo. What? Something? No? You see? There was something. You wanted to go down, but you could not.
Yeah. This absolute, not the vote. The absolute.
The absolute?
This absolute.
This absolute?
This absolute.
So what absolute? No. So what kind of absolute?
What is happening in the life with NoTeveN? Because the bad things.
It's an absolute destroying.
Absolute destroying.
Absolute destroying whatever can be destroyed.
Okay.
Even the destroyer gets destroyed by that NoTeveN. So if you would ask, is the destroyer real? No. No. Not even the destroyer is real. The destroyer is not real, the destroying is not real, and what can be destroyed is not real. So even destroying the destroyer. In that NoTeveN, it's an absolute NoTeveN. So there cannot be any, whatever you imagine, there cannot be anything left for what you are. So whatever you can experience is totally destroyed by that NoTeveN. The knower, the knowing, what can be known, no. No.
It's happening in this absolute, it happens also with a positive way.
Negative is always positive.
Always positive. That's why if we say the absolute good, it goes like this. In this absolute way of good and good and good and good, it comes the bad, it's the same.
No, good is, it's still one who needs the good.
Still someone is remain. It's like the beloved and who is
No,
in love.
negative works.
It works
The
better.
good doesn't work. Otherwise you would say good, you would think you can experience the goodness. So this is good, this is good, is you give something what is ephemeral, whatever, like a fleeting shadow of goodness, you call it good.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. It works for someone who has this positive thinking. But positive thinking is the most negative thinking, I tell you. And it's always someone who needs to be positive. And he needs like in whatever. So I like negative. In German we would say whatever is positive has still some po. It's popular. But negative, no one wants to be negative. That's why I like it. Then they always say Karl is so negative. Yes.
But in the way how we say negative is positive.
The what?
In the way how I say it's negative can be also positive. That's why.
No,
it doesn't matter.
you cannot make it positive. It doesn't need to be positive. And that's what is positive. It doesn't need to be positive. And that what comes out of as positive is still negative. Whatever you can experience is negative. Negative. Whereas you cannot make it positive. So there is no outcome which is positive. The positive is that what it can never be pronounced and never need to pronounce itself. It's always uninterrupted there. But that what is fleeting shadows and you can whatever know, even the knower, whatever, is negative. It can never deliver what you are. None of that. By none of that you can attain what you are. So it's all empty. So negative, negative, negative. So to call it positive, positive. That's really negative. Then you make yourself negative because you make yourself depending on positive. No, it's all negative. Okay, any other positive idea? Bhakti, because it's positive, is negative.
They say fullness and
Yeah, fullness is negative. Fullness is negative. Because who needs to be full?
Who needs to be empty?
Yeah, who needs to be empty? Empty is empty and fullness is empty. Empty, empty, empty. Both is negative. Empty is negative, fullness is negative. Huh. Even negative is negative. Imagine. You give up, you never give up. You are a cook. You always will cook again. Cook, 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 cook. Cookie da, cookie he. Look, 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 look. I give up. Okay. She gave up. Martin, what should we do? Is she doing as if she gives up? Yeah? What would you say? Because this is the 50th time she tells me that. Since Tiro, every year she tells me I give up. Karl, now I don't ask any question anymore, I give up. Then she comes again. It's a new question. Fullness is fullness. It's fooling you, it's fullness. The fullness. Empty, empty. The fullness of love. And then they make shanti, shanti, shanti. Bhajan, bhajan, bhajan. Bhajan, bhajan, bhajan. Bhakti, bhakti, bhakti. Another bhajan, bhajan, bhajan. I devote myself to singing only bhajans. It's fun, no? Then you're singing, it's like Hansel and Gretel running through the dark forest and starting to sing because they're fearing that maybe something can happen what they don't like. So but if you sing, you don't fear anymore. That's like bhajans. Oh. Being in the darkness of ignorance, of having a body and not knowing, and you're gathering together and singing together because you're fearing what may happen. And if you sing together, for whatever time the fear is gone, because you're singing together. Nice songs. Shanti, shanti, shiva, tralala. That's lullaby, lullabies. You can lullen. Lullabies. You pee on your trousers for fear, but you have a lullaby for that. Yeah, it's lullaby. It's like a sleeping song. But everyone, oh, Ramana Satguru, Ramana Satguru. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva. Don't hurt me, don't hurt me. I'm for you, I'm devoted to you. Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, 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 Shiva. It's like going to a little boy goes to the cellar, dark, no light, and there is no black man, there is no black man. Oh, black man, black man, black man, black man. So, yeah. Aye.
Now tell what if you need to do.
Do what?
Oh, why not? Not so bad.
It's very bad.
Oh, it's clear.
Because you feel good in it, it's very bad. Whoever Paolo feels good with must be very bad. Because it confirms one who needs a feeling good.
I know.
Bullshit.
Nice.
It's nice, yeah, but I think it's negative.
I was actually going to suggest our, the Bhajan group,
Yeah, I know.
we're actually going to follow you, like you do satsang and then we do bhajans after.
Yeah, yeah.
After your talks.
I don't mind, as long as I don't have to stay.
No, you have to stay. No, that's part of it. You got to stay.
No,
No.
now you ask for too much.
Yeah, I like.
No.
What do you think?
That was the best thing last time. I think 2 years ago, Kalidas was coming one day to the talks in Tiro and started and it didn't work. No one joined, and it was really like the energy was kicking in out. He tried really Shiva, Arunach, something, and everyone doesn't work anymore.
I reckon I could do it. We can do it.
Yeah, fresh blood. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. But watch me walk.
Follow you.
Like the Pied Piper.
Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath. Okay. Hit me with your rhythm stick, Shiva. Shiva, hit me quick. That I like. If the rhythm stick of Shiva hits you, that will be your last rhythm. Rhythmic. So, any other idea of how to get rid of the fear? Some drink it away, some sing it away, some meditate it away, some... It always comes back, huh? Hangover. Hey, Davy, what's your technique? Working.
Yes, I work.
I know.
Peter leading it.
Yeah. The karma yoga way.
To feel the body.
Yeah. I'm still here, I'm here. I have to always make sure. Am I still? Oh, I'm here too. I'm here.
But I earn money like that.
Yeah, but you are here.
Like my mother say, you are here.
Yeah, they always touch you. Are you really here? Oh, the massage here is, you're here. You're really here. You feel it, don't you feel it? I go deeper. You feel it? You are here.
And if it is painful, you say, no, I don't want to be here.
Yes, I'm here. They make you say, I'm here.
Yeah.
There's no one who says, I don't exist. No one here. You are here. No one here. You are here. Yeah, a little bit. You are here. Now I'm really here.
Too much here.
That's really the Thai massage. Thai. Yeah, Satya. You too? You're here? Very raw? One wheat cross, I'm here. I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing. Watch out until the grass grows in your feet, then it starts to be too much.
You will lose the female energy.
No, in Germany we have to say, am I Jesus? Is grass growing between my toes? Why do they say that, huh? Because it's hanging too much on the cross and then it's already grass growing somewhere. Jesus too, he was not there. And then they nailed him and showed him who he was. They fixed him. They fixed him on the cross. Now you are here. No, I'm not really here. No, I'm here. And here, and then, and there. Are you here? Okay. Now I'm here. No way out. Yeah, Martin needs that. So watch out. You are really want to go, I know. I'm not here, I'm not here, I'm not here. It's Air Martino. Air Martin.
Yeah, but up the way not help you. So
Look, Paolo, every morning, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Or stretching, I'm stretch my here, I stretch here, I stretch here. So what?
up the
He has his
opposite way
earrings.
don't help.
When it doesn't work at the bottom, he puts his earrings and pulls them down. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here.
How do you know this? But nobody's nowadays here.
Yeah, like doesn't matter if you pull it this way or that way. Acupuncture, he makes it, but Acapulco. I go. Even there they found 15 headless corpses in Acapulco. Imagine. Now that's really bad in Mexico. So if you want to go to Acapulco. Huh?
What, the last few days?
Yeah. Normally it was only the border to America, but now everywhere. Yucatan, Acapulco. Because the government pushing on the drug people, and now they push back. And not only on the border, they push, especially where it hurts, in the tourist centers. Killing whole parties, whole groups, and Mexico! You see, she is living on the border. You rather go, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Taxigo. That was this. Who can arrange this play? Then now she pissed off. Pissed off. Yeah, Davey. It's called the Davey Konto. Davey account. Because Davey counts the minutes, how long Davey has to be there. You can call every name like here. It's the Gisela account, the Shiva account, or Karl account. Everyone counts his what days, minutes, and years. How long do I have to live still, and how long do I already live, and how long? It's like a life sentence you have. You're in prison, and now you count the days. When will it be over? Yeah. In the military, we always were cutting from a meter, always one until the zero, and then you are less and less and less. Yeah, but that's a normal personal story, yeah? Being born and then counting the time. How long do I have to live? What will happen until then? My goodness. And then on top of it, the death penalty. Wow. What a punishment, huh? Who punishes?
First to count how long time you live, that's very important if you're 10 or 11.
Yeah.
And then you do it the other way.
You
might have less.
you cannot wait until you're 18 or 16 until you can smoke, and 18 you can drive a car, and 21 you can sign your own contracts. And if you are rich, then what else then? And with 28 you become spiritual. Because the time runs out. Like the Saturn return, or ego return tells you, you better watch out now. If you're not married then and you're otherwise occupied, you go to an ashram.
I'm glad there.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Everyone. It's the most common age. They went to Osho, they went to ashrams, they went whatever. So if you're not married and have kids in that age, you look for other friends. Yeah, what then?
It's an age where you stop counting how many years you live. You calculate
Then
how
it's
many years you may have left.
the second ego return. With 58 or 59, they say. And then you count already how many years I left. How many doctors can I pay? How many bills of medicine? You only count then in how many, whatever, doctor visits.
How long was my money last?
Yeah, how many false teeth can I get, fillings and things. You count always what your mechanics cost, because the car gets very old.
I may not get it.
Maybe next time you don't get an improvement from the technical test. You not get it. Running out model. Cannot be renewed anymore. So you already then you pay insurance not for your health, you pay insurance for your coffins and for your grave. That your whatever so-called beloved don't have to pay for you, because you don't want to be on any stone in that pocket who makes him heavy. No, you want to pay your way out yourself. Especially in Berlin, all these institutes of whatever, funeral institutes, they always have the insurance things outside. You have to pay, I think, 50 euros or 40 euros a month just for your going. Krista is always standing in front of it. I always see her. Because she is exercising how to lay here, that's why she comes, and then she goes to that windows, and they're always looking for that insurance. Where's the cheapest, and what to pay, and what do they promise? The urn, what kind of urn, and discounts, and yeah, you see discounts.
Mac paper, they have now Mac funeral.
Mac funeral.
Cheapest coffin.
Yeah, you get in a paper mache coffin. And Krista is really for that.
Can you have a funeral on the sea?
Second-hand coffins. Plastic ones. Totally clean. They promise you they will be clean, ready to the last thing, but second-hand. Plastic. Especially in Schwaben, where Gisela comes from, they have third-hand coffins, because they even clean the rubbish bins with really like with soap and everything. So you can be sure that the third-hand coffins are still 1A quality. They make Mercedes there, and they make good coffins. Yeah, Davy.
I remember now that Ranjit told me that I am guilty to come back in this body.
In that body? Yeah, yeah.
You say you want to come back,
I
and
can,
now you
I can tell you the same. That is always what I say. This repeats itself always. And you were already infinite times in Davy body, and next time you will be in the same Davy body. No escape even of that Davy body. Even Davy is not born. Cannot die. Huh?
Infinitely time used coffin.
Yeah, this is not only the second time or third time, this is your coffin you used for many times. Infinite times you use this coffin already. That's why you always coffin.
And drink coffee also.
And coffee, so that's why I look always into my nature, darkness. On the cemetery of life, hey Krista? Ja, ja. Cement. Terry. Yeah, so you can count the minutes now, and as you counted the minutes before, you always will count the minutes, but You will end up again in that, little one. You will be French again.
Not so bad.
Can you take that?
You can choose if you like today.
No, that's very promising.
I'm trying now. I do it, the posture from Crystal now.
Posture.
Yeah.
But she's not talking when she is laying down.
Okay.
Now you go too far.
Birthing
Laying
now
down
also.
and talking, that's too much.
Sometimes she makes.
And you too.
Not this way.
No, that's your... No, she tries to be French.
Ah.
You know what, when the French and the German marry and they have kids, how they look?
Krista.
No, like this.
Ah, yeah.
The French is this and the Germans are this. Then, oh. You know this one?
No.
Hitler. And the French is, my migraine. And Hitler. Hitler with migraine. Migraine. My fight, mein Kampf. Mein Krampf. My crump. My disaster. Yeah, Shabala. Question, otherwise I go astray. I go into family business. Nothing? Franco? Franco? Mussolini? Sarkozy? Berlusconi? Berlusconi?
So this is all Italian, it's not Spanish.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, they're all Napoleons. Franco was a little one too, he came from La Palma, from Canary Island. Yeah. She doesn't even know that. Sahara? Yeah, but Sahara is Canary Island, you're always up and down. Not even easy, just...
Okay, now
So, my...
Karl, can you say
Yeah.
a bit about this,
What's about?
about being there at exactly the same point again and again and again and again? Somehow.
you have some problem. My life.
She has a problem with the déjà vu. Déjà vu, déjà vu, déjà vu, déjà vu, déjà vu. That's called déjà vu.
Yeah, but
When you have this total feeling that you have already experienced it before. Again and again. That's déjà vu, déjà vu, déjà vu, and you're right. This moment is never born, never dies, so you will, whenever, it can take an eternity to be here again, but it will happen again and again and again. That means no time.
yeah, but you mean exactly the same way.
Exactly the same question you asked last time.
That's the
And last time I told you, and last time I told you again, exactly the same question you asked last time.
I'm still asking the same question.
And then you are still, then you say, that's it. See you next time. Next is, we are in a permanent yoga vashista. Permanent.
It sounds very
This, no, you know what is the permanent yoga vashista? Is always the self talking to the self. Playing a sage, playing the teacher, and that's disciple. Permanently. Even when you wake up in the morning, you wake up with this teacher and disciple position. There is a teacher and disciple inside. Me, myself, and I, playing all the roles. And this is like an extension of it. An infinite yoga vashista. There's always that what knows already what it is. No doubt, the doubtlessness, and then the doubter and the doubting. It wakes up in the morning. And this is just a circumstance of the same inside, outside. There's no difference. It's an infinite story, and it will always repeat itself in the very same way. Not one leaf is different.
That I have a problem.
Yeah, but only because you want to understand that.
Of course.
Yeah, but of course. You are of course because you want to understand it. then you're off course. Yeah. But even last time you were always on the course.
Yeah.
You are captain, you want to find the right way. Yeah, but there will never be any final understanding or final harbor for your ship. You know that, or not, but you still hope.
Yes, still.
I know you hope. A little hope is left. A little
So
hope
I
is...
resigned, but little hope.
Yeah. I resigned from everything, but I didn't resign the resigner. No, you devoted everything, you understand everything, but that one who understands the hopey, that one who needs to pee again, the hopey. Ho. No, there will always be a little doubt left. That's called your phantom doubt. So even that understanding is a phantom understanding. Even to say it repeats itself and all of that is a phantom understanding. Yeah. And even if it repeats or not, who cares? Who needs to know?
But why not?
Huh?
But why not?
Yeah, but as I told you, there will always be a little doubt left. Because you cannot imagine it. Because it's still an imagination, and the imagination cannot satisfy you. But why not is okay. Yeah, why not? Do it. You cannot you cannot otherwise anyway. So the phantom will always fun. Phantom. No, how often do I have to say consciousness already is a phantom, and consciousness will never stop trying to know consciousness. No way. The inquiry will never stop. So the final understanding will never happen. So you have to understand there will be no final understanding. So the paradox, so you have to be what you are in spite of whatever you can imagine. And you are that anyway. This is not something what can be brought to you or given to you. You're already that what is in spite of whatever is and is not. So, but this is not, so you're in spite of one who is pondering and wanting and not wanting and knowing or not knowing. And the phantom consciousness will always, that's the way you realize yourself. How can you otherwise? And the realization is not different from reality, so there is no coming and going. And if it's any moment is different, as before, never was like this, who cares? It's still the realization of what you are. And doesn't make you more or less, even if it's fixed or not fixed. Who needs to know that it is fixed or not fixed? You need a fix, always a fix. You need to be like a little fixing, little, coffee is another fix. Fixing. Heroin, stupid out. Fear. Yeah, never ending. Even the never ending, it's, who needs to know that's never ending? Huh? So even call it infinite. Doesn't work. Eternal now doesn't work. Nothing works. And you're not something what needs something to work. And the phantom always tries to work it out, but it will never work it out. So it's an infinite workout. Aerobic, the spiritual aerobic. An aerobic, a big arrow, that's aerobic. Aerobic. I never thought about like that.
You don't think?
Yeah, but now I see it's an aerobic. Not only mistake, it's an aerobic. Aerobic. Yeah.
I'm just reminded what Ramana said. I know you don't like to.
I like Ramana, but sometimes not what he said. Because no one can be sure that he really said it.
He said something like there is a wet wood, a dry wood.
Yeah. There's a Hollywood, Bollywood. What?
What did he mean?
Yeah, the wet foot is full of self-pity, so you're whining for yourself, your tears making always what you are wet. And when this self-pity goes, you dry naturally by wet because there's no pity anymore, and that dry wood is burning by itself, just by being dry, like sober. When you are self-pity, you drink a lot, you whine a lot, you're always wet, like an alcoholic, liquor, 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 because you need some pitiful me needs some liquor to get out of. So that's the wet wood. And the dry wood is the end of pity. So the end of the tendency of avoidance. And the end of the tendency of avoidance, you are so dry, you dry out by yourself. It's just like that what is dryness itself is what it is. But the self in that pitiful me, it's too wet. It's a self-importance and pity. Pitying himself and whining about itself. Always bad weather, bad weather. That's why he called it wetting. He needs to marry someone. He needs to be in a company of misery, whining. It's a wetting. And everything gets wet. We sweat a lot. That's called honeymoon. Honey, let's sweat.
But Karl,
Bad.
I still not understand this point. Okay, I don't understand. The phantom, isn't the phantom is the tendency of avoidance?
Yeah, yeah. And then it's wet.
But it will never go.
Huh?
You say it will never
Yeah,
go.
consciousness will always be self-pity. There will always be the pitiful consciousness, pitying itself. God knowing itself and pitying itself in its own self-pity, in its own self-importance, and gives importance to inquiry, and always important of his love affair, because loving makes his beloved so important. This loving, caring, whatever, about himself, it's pitiful. It's part of pity. But what you are, your nature, can never pity itself, because it needs two for pity. And when there's two, it's a pitiful circumstance. So in that pitiful circumstance of separation, there's self-pity and then there's whining. Whining. Always whining. And what you are, why no whining? Why not? So it never needs any end of that. So you better be, that is dry. Being already that what is dry itself, in spite of that little whatever, whining. So the wet will never become dry enough. But it tries to dry itself. He puts himself in a dryer, like an ashram. Now he wants to burn itself dry, because ash, ram. He asked, rum, burn me down, rum, and always like putting this finger into the ashes of thing, and then, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And smearing it over, always with three fingers. The Trinity should fuck me. Fuck you. Ashes to ashes. Doesn't make it ashes to ashes, fun to funky. Major Tom was a junkie.
We should talk like
David,
this tomorrow, right?
of course. What you think I would be different there? Last year I was it different? No.
No, but the first 2 days you were kind of more.
What? I was a bit exhausted from flying from Australia. And then I recovered.
Yeah, then you recovered. No, but the crowd responded, so that it was.
Well, and no, it was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. No, I'm
I
not.
must say, Karl, the last 3 days you have some creative metaphor.
I have what?
Some creative metaphor.
But I just remember what I said 6 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
It just comes back.
It's the same. It's the same.
Yeah, I made the same fuck it thing. But I just sometimes I change a bit and then I come back to the beginning.
So you do give a mantra.
Yes, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
I didn't notice that so much with you, but I know that when people ask you the question, sometimes the answer, and it was exactly the same quote in the books that I read, that came out of Satsang years ago. He said exactly in the same words. So
Repeating.
Like repeating exact word for word. So.
I have no idea.
But with you, it's, yeah, too late, too early.
So, yeah, some I repeat infinitely. You are inspired, 1880 or whatever, you can only repeat it infinitely. How can you make it new? And even some call me, oh, you said the same and that and that. Yeah, how can it be different if there is some? You have to say it that way. And it sounds the same, or it's the same pointer or something. How can it be different? Why should one invent something new? For what? Pleasure.
So we'll see there is an evolution.
How often have I call it evolution? The evolution. And only Eve wants you to change. You can do better, do it a different way.
Yeah.
Not always the same. No, that's the difference between being wet and sober or dry. And dry alcoholic is like if you call a sage, is a dry alcoholic. He knows the alcoholic will always be an alcoholic, but it's a dry one. It's like an SA. Seekers Anonymous. Seeking doesn't have to stop for you to be what you are. So it's very dry. Extra dry. And then what it says, then it just needs a little spark. And that spark is just in one, it's gone. That's a split second. So the spark can be there infinite times, this understanding, which is like a spark of what one could call the final whatever. But if the wood is too wet, it will not burn. But if both comes together, the wood is already dry. There's the hopelessness already worked very well, and it's very dry. It's like, and then the spark, and then in one little, it's just gone. That's Brahmana's pointer. So you cannot make it. It both comes together. It's meant to be, but if you try to make it, it comes out of pity, and it's whining again. So by you trying to make it dry, you make it even wetter maybe. Because then, poor me, I cannot get it, I tried everything.
So the wet will always stay wet, and what is dry is always dry, in spite of it.
No, it says the wet will never be dry enough, because the phantom is always pitiful. And pitiful means whining, and poor me, and why, and whining.
Wow.
Yeah, whining. And that's what is... It's always dry, yes, you're right. And then in split second, it just is the dryness itself. Never needs to be dry. And that what is wet will always be wet. Wetten das. Betting. Yeah, Martin. Martin. Pao. No. Because what you are has no fear. And that what is fear lives from fear. The phantom needs fear to survive. And that what you are in nature does no fear. So there is no second. So there is no bridge between it. So the phantom will always be in fear. Doubtful fear. And what you are never knows fear because it doesn't even know itself. So that what doesn't even know itself, there is no possibility of fear. And that what knows itself will always fear. And it's always like fearing and then poor me and why fear? Why fight? Why fight? Then you fight for peace. And you always know, it's always fear. And it's never enough, never good enough. And that what is goodness itself doesn't know even goodness, so there's there's not even an idea of enough or not enough. Never needs to be fulfilled or anything. So in the other way, it's never full enough or never empty enough. But so yes and no. What you are never needs to get rid of fear, because there was never any fear, and that what you imagine to be, there will always be fear. And no way out of fear. But it's a false evidence, you know that, huh? False evidence appears real. That's fear. And it works. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. I'm fear, I'm fear, I'm fear. Otherwise, who has to prove himself that he exists? Only because you doubt, you really don't know. Then you fear. It's like, am I not? I'm here, I'm not, I'm here, I'm not here. I don't exist. And who doesn't exist? Because you only don't want to exist because you fear existence. Because you think that non-existence is better than existence. Because existence is already like an existential crisis, moment by moment. You cry. Woo! And fear. So, you better know yourself as that what never needs to know itself, which is what you are, and your natural state cannot fear anything, because in your natural state there is no second. So no possibility of fear. But any moment, there is a moment, fear. And time is just another word for separation, for two. So when there is moment, time, whatever, there is the nature of that is fear. It's all artificial, but it's still an artificial fear. So that what is hard never fears hard and doesn't know hard. But there where art knows hard, it becomes artificial. And in that artificial experience, there's fear. Doubtful fear. So, make your decision. Ho, 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 ho. If you could decide, huh? But no need for this making a decision, because you cannot not be that. One never needs to make a decision. So just by being what you cannot not be, that's the end of any decision. No division, no decision. No division, no decision. Huh? Sounds good, huh? No Devi. No what?
No choosing.
No chooser, no choosing. Composing. Composing. No. Yeah. Shabala. No? You just... Ah. It was not a thought, it was an itching on top of the head, not in the head. Itchy bitchy. Italy. Fresh as you look.
I have a question. Just experienced a few nights ago before falling asleep, to feel this darkness. And just the thought arose, what about if I don't wake up tomorrow morning? And at that moment, I don't know, tonight, the mind said, well, it really felt to be the same. Didn't seem to make a difference whether I would wake up or not.
Yeah.
Only the thought of other people knowing
What will they do with the corpse?
something like that, or how will they react. But otherwise, it felt very much the...
And you were afraid maybe I miss the circumstance when someone finds me.
Yeah. Can you say that again?
You were more afraid that you miss the circumstance and you are not there. And all the drama.
I don't miss the drama.
No. Yeah, but some are missing that. They really fear that they are not there when the funeral is. They don't want to miss the funeral. Because they know it's always a good celebration.
But in Italy it's very this. When I was young, my mother was to tell me all the time, you change the underwear every day because...
You think
okay, I have no extent. your days.
You may go to the
Less
hospital, yeah. But it's more for the hospital, not for
Tell
the
you,
funeral.
English people don't change every day. German, maybe something.
Italians they don't.
But in every case.
Italians they don't even wear underwear. That's why they don't have to change it.
Now you come selective of some is better than other.
No, maybe that's clever, being Italian.
Yeah, okay. But no, but in Italy, I mean, my area is this. For the idea to die, is this. You change the underwear every day because if you die, the people found you are clean. It's the meaning, double meaning, and maybe something more. Yeah, you get it?
As much you care about your food, you care about your underwear.
Oh, this I didn't get it, but
Same.
This day is too late.
Too late.
so
No, in Germany we are
do
different.
every day.
Germans are afraid that you have to go to the hospital and then the nurse comes and
Like Master told me also, everything.
it's a hospital.
It's more the hospital.
It's more the hospital because the doctor
Everything goes in the pants.
finds your...
You're so relaxed.
You're so relaxed.
When you die, everything is very relaxed and it
Yes,
goes
sir.
with the flow.
Paul, and listen to Lalit, he tells you, your the cleanest underwear will be the last poop is always wet.
I couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, make it shorter. But it's an old saying, the last poop is wet. Even the hangman, the one who gets hanged, is...
I think so, that's all. Yeah.
Boo.
And shit is not shit all the time. It's something different. Now,
Especially pizza shit, huh?
some pizza is very shit, some is quite shit.
Cipolla. Cipollo.
Cipolla.
Cipaolo. Scipaolo.
Paolo, not Cipaolo. Cipolla.
Scipaolo. Cipolla. Cipollo.
Cipollina. Oh, Cipollina is vagina. In Italy, everything is there.
Cazzo or Cipollino?
Cazzo, Cipollina together.
Yeah, both are sheep in Italy. Schippo. Ship. Ein Schiff wird kommen. So, last day, last question.
Going back into the space.
I know your relatives come from NASA. He wants to go back to space.
I'm back, I was in the mines.
Space shuttle. Yeah, you enter the shuttle and going into space. You shut down and you go to space. Space shuttle. The shuttle. The space shuttle.
Oh, hotel shuttle.
Hotel shuttle. Wooden. It's a Hollywood shuttle. Space shuttle. What?
Here was the question.
Yeah, she went into space. Because she said, when I'm in space, they cannot kill me in Tucson. Yeah, Tucson, everyone even German knows in Tucson they shoot.
No, but it's so close to my house.
It's too close, huh?
Yeah.
If it would be one street further, it would be okay. But it's too close, around the corner is too close. So in the supermarket I buy, that shouldn't be in the supermarket I go shopping. No.
It's where our money is. It's where the bank is. Right next to it.
Yeah. You never should live close to the bank because in America There's water in Queensland, shooting in Tucson. That's why everyone is here, not because of me. Italy is snowing. Germany flooding too. It's high water, whatever. Everyone. So much water. We're talking about wet. Everywhere it's wet. The whole world gets wet.
So it's the end of the world,
As we know it.
as we know it.
And then comes the next world. Ha!
And everything will be the same.
Surprise. It will be as we know it. Yeah, Devi. Your neighbor? So no hope for the neighbor. Israel. Three in one. All dry, yeah. No, that's maybe dry in German means three. So when you're dry, when you're three, when you're the Trinity itself, when you are the Trinity, you are absolutely dry. Then you are dry. Not one, not two, not three. You are dry.
I like it.
You have no questions. I make my own story.
From this is come.
Extra dry.
I like.
Yeah, then we have a martini.
Yeah.
Stirred and not shaken. Then the stick is stirred to the end,
Yeah,
but not shaken.
yeah, but with olive. Con l'oliva. Olive. With olive.
Avec. Avec.
Without olive.
Avec.
It's not good.
Without olive,
It's too dry. It's not good.
because you need a little sour
Yeah, we need
taste.
something there. I was
Yeah,
too
I
much
know.
dry.
You have clean underwear, but your food is very wet.
Yes, this is meaning. I need to make this fucking at the yoga in the morning. Or it's come too boring this life.
Whoa. But clean underwear. Yeah.
I've got something serious to say.
Oh.
Hello.
I'm not sure how to word this, but there's what I've read. This one is saying that you can't tell in a Yanni. One of the only things you can tell is let's say this peace, this experience of peace.
No, that would be too much too.
But that's one of the things. So, and I've heard some people around here may even experience that thing here. This
No.
experience of peace. Yeah, I've heard
Who?
that. There's a gossip around. I won't mention names.
Ha 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 ha.
So, what's this experience of peace? Is this like you could say this experience of self, or
No.
so? What is this?
The peace, you can say, is that what is in spite of peace. So being in spite, you can call peace, but it never would call itself peace.
So you can't experience it because that experience would always.
No,
be
you cannot not experience it because that's an absolute experience of what you are.
Yeah.
By being that, what you cannot not be, there is a peace which never needs peace, and it's uncomparable with that relative peace you can achieve in that dream.
Yeah.
So, and that peace is like never because of something.
Yeah. So it's not the peace that you feel like, today I'm feeling shit, and then
No,
yesterday
no.
I was feeling this peace.
It's not the opposite of something.
Yeah. So, what's my question?
Cha.
Like just before I came here, I was reading in the say a Dzogchen book, and they were talking about the they were saying that you can experience yourself.
You can, of course. I would even say you can not experience yourself.
Okay.
That's uninterrupted.
But they're
What you are.
They're talking about a distinction between experiencing the self and not experiencing the self in the sense of like being in the mind and the suffering of the
Yeah,
mind.
and but in any moment you imagine that you have to experience yourself to be what you are is mind.
Yeah.
And but that can only be because you are already that what is experiencing itself as being what you cannot not be, and that is reality realizing itself in all that possibilities or trying to know yourself. And that's mind.
Yeah.
So spirit, mind, whatever you call it, consciousness. Different words for realization, different words for the love affair with yourself.
So what you're saying is you cannot not experience yourself.
Yes. Because without the absolute experience that you are, which is not any way that you call it any experience, it's just to be that what you cannot not be. It's an absolute experience. And without that, there could not be any dream, or not dream, or any experience at all. There could not be the experience of an experiencer, experiencing what can be experienced. So that, which is in spite of all presence or absence, you can imagine, which in whatever is that what is, whatever you are, your net nature, which then allows the presence or allows an absence. Without no absence or presence could be. Uninterrupted. And everything else, like even this presence, is fleeting, as the absence is fleeting, always changing.
Yeah.
But what you are is never fleeting.
Yeah.
So no way out of it.
Yeah.
So, and just pointing to it, and it was always there, it's not something new and cannot be given, taken away. Nothing special or not special. And that is called peace. So it's not a piece of shit. And everything else is a piece of shit. That is like discriminating. The peace which comes and goes is a piece of shit. And the peace you are has to be there that the piece of shit can happen. So shit can only happen because you are shit. The knowledge you are, you cannot lose. Unless you cannot lose it, you cannot gain it back. So it cannot be taken, it cannot be given. So the peace or the knowledge who can be given is ignorance. And whatever can be taken is ignorance. Whatever can be given is ignorance, but not the knowledge you are. And to be that, that is called, that's alone, to be that, is fulfilling just by being it. Because it never needs to be fulfilled. That's fulfilling itself. So it's satisfaction itself. So it can never be satisfied. It never needs to be satisfied. Because it is sat. And yet you cannot become and you cannot lose. But you will never know that in any relative way.
It's in the wanting to know is when you're furthest.
That's mind. Then your mind. So mind, no mind, never mind. Just be what you cannot not be. And the mind will always mind the mind. So let the mind mind the mind and be what you cannot not be. So let the phantom, which is mind, minding the mind. Let the phantom, caretaker, taking care about the caretaker or whatever. Why not? As you cannot stop it anyway. You have to be in spite of it. As you already that. And no one can claim that in any relative way. That's the best. No one can own that. There is no one awakened one, no enlightened one left. None of that what you can imagine can be there. Ja, Martin. Bon voyage. Alles vom Arsch. Ja. Alles vom Arsch. Bon voyage. Alles vom Arsch. Tja, something else? Or bon appetit? Bon voyage. If you eat, you have bon voyage. Whatever comes goes again. You know already the destiny what you eat, you know. The same with knowledge, with whatever knowledge you can come. You know the destiny of it. The what?
Oh, I was asking her where your talk will be in Bombay.
Hanging Gardens, in that area. Yeah, it's close to the Hanging Gardens.
Is that close to Taj Mahal or?
No, it's opposite of Marine Drive. Marine Drive, and then you look at the Hanging Gardens on top, and then after the Hanging Gardens, Bridge Candy Street, and then right a bit further.
Very pure,
Is that like
area.
Hanging Gardens? Is it like?
I'm always the leftover seekers hanging there. Even the gardens get hanged there. What did the garden do that they hanged it? Huh?
I can't actually never seen Hanging Gardens, is it?
They call hanging gardens, but they're on top of it.
That's right, that's it.
Okay, see you later. Oh, shit, it was not on. Muss ich von der Kamera nehmen. Muss die Kamera mitnehmen, weil ich glaube, ich hatte